Hello, you are supported on your journey of life. This is the message I got to transmit today, the message of positivity and motivation. How do we know that we are supported on our journey? We know because we wake up at a certain point of time, in a certain point of life, and we try to think about what we actually want with our life. So let me say in this way, nature grabs hold of our first part of life, and we are children to our parents, and we are boyfriends and girlfriends to our boyfriends and girlfriends. And then comes a point when we get children or we have a family. And once we do this nature task, I would say, nature part of life, there comes a spiritual part of life. And this spiritual part of life asks us to find a path that we might not have seen yet or might not have felt yet. Some people know it since they get born or since 10 years old, what they want to do in their lives and what is their life purpose, even though they don't talk about it like this way, but they just know it. They just know it, and because they know it, it's easier for them because they start living like that since the beginning. The majority of us only has some hints about what we want to do. We don't know our full purpose. We don't know our full path, and we still have to find it. So if you think about it, there is a lot of views or points of views of the journey that we need to make sure that the journey is successful. One point of view is we would need to know what our journey is supposed to be. What do we wish in our hearts, in our souls, in our highest calling? So what is that we want to achieve? What is that we want to give to this world? And what is that we think we are called to? For that, we can use the method, Japanese method, Ikigai, and find it. But it's not enough. It's not enough because one thing is to know, and the other thing is to walk this path. So we can walk this path unconsciously, or we can walk consciously, meaning that we know what our path is. We know what we are called to do here. But this kind of path is usually not so easy. You need to overcome your fears. You need to overcome your programming that you got from the first part of your life. And you need to make hard decisions in moments when it matters the most. Meaning when it's time to wake up because there is something to do, you should wake up and do. Because for sure, you know why you decided to do something or a specific thing and how this thing would support you on this path. Of course, um, there are two ways how to travel this path: by intuition or by the mind. Intuition tells you that you are supported and that there is higher knowing about your path, and you always know how to decide on the crossroad if you listen to your intuition. Your intuition will always tell you you are supported, you are loved, we want you to win, we want you to do what you set for, we want you to make sure you walk your path, but not walking the path in pain, but walking your path in happiness. If you don't listen to your intuition and you listen to your mind because you found your life purpose, and now the mind will lead you there in order to fulfill your life. Yes, the mind can lead you, but the mind has some limitations. The mind always feels the pressure. The mind always looks for what is in need for me. The mind always says, oh, I'm gonna have this million of dollars or euros, and I will be a rich person and everybody will see I have this million. The mind is limited to its capacity of limitation to yourself. So one thing is to know the path. The second thing is to listen to your intuition while you're on the path, even though some decisions at that point might be more difficult choices to choose, but that's the right way to do it, because you don't want to end up with, let's say, a lot of money and being unhappy. You want to end up with lots of money and being happy that you can use this money for your life purpose that usually involves some kind of good work for humanity or good work for general public or good work for all living beings. If you really go deep into your life's purpose, you will always find that there is some higher calling that does not depend only on you having the money at the bank and being a rich person and showing this to everybody. True life purposes involve something greater, something transcendent. Maybe that is a step in your life purpose in order to get the money, but the point is there is always something transcendent, because we came here to transcend what we are as first part of our lives. So to think about it, even the people who knew what they want to achieve when they were just kids, they come to this point of life where they say, now I will give back to society, now I will become a mentor, something like this. It always happens, and it's great to see that. So one thing is to know your life path, and the second thing is to know your intuition, and the last thing that we think it's the most needed element is love. That is partially linked to intuitive decisions and non-intuitive decisions. So when you decide for an option on a crossroad, you can always decide to work from love or from hate or from resentment or from anger or from I will win, I will kill everybody, and it's gonna be my way and I'm the boss and things like that. If you work from love, you set different energy in yourself, and this different energy allows the path to find its proper way of continuation. Because if you work from love, then nobody can resist this feeling. They can only decide that they will not cooperate, or they decide to cooperate. They cannot decide, I will cooperate and I will do something bad to this person, or I will cooperate and do something else. They can only do good, or they don't do it. They go away. Because if you're full of love, they cannot stand it. If they are hateful, if they want something bad, and you're full of love and you're expressing this to them, they cannot do it. They will remove themselves because it's too much for them. How can this person that I want to trick or abuse or something express so much love to me just because I'm a living human being? How can, he be this way? And once you practice this, that you know your life purpose, you follow it, you walk that path regardless how fast. We all have our divine timing. And if you make decisions from intuition and you act with love, you are 100% supported on your path. 100%, 1000%. Because even the ones who do not have all these elements are supported to get the experience that they are looking for. Maybe that would be a bad experience, maybe that would be good, we don't know. But they are supported to get that experience because that experience has the ability to change them, to see that that is not the way it should be done. How many times in our lives we've done something and then we figured out, well, that's not the way to be done, or there is no point in doing it like this because it doesn't value anything, it's not the point, it's not valuable this way. How many times? So we were supported in order to get that experience, and we figured out that it's not the right way. So we are supported on our path, we are 100% supported. And if you also do it that way, which I say, there is no other way as being fully supported. Because it's my belief that we did not arrive to this world with no purpose, or just arriving and making children and then wait to die. I don't think so. My personal belief is that we arrived here with a purpose, with a natural purpose of making all the nature needs, so children and these kind of things. But we also came here with a higher purpose. with a higher purpose of learning that we want to do, and with higher purpose of achieving what we set for ourselves. And this allows us to not only live what nature wants from us, but to also develop ourselves, our spirituality, all the other views. So the first point of life is our animalistic or nature point of existence. The second one is transcendence, reaching transcendence or reaching this higher purpose. And the last part of life is living it, allowing it, being the light as long as you can possibly be. And me personally, for myself, I know I will be doing what is my life purpose until I'm able to. Not when I should get retired, but until I'm able to. Because that's part of me, that's not something I do for a job. It's part of me, it's my path. And I know I'm supported. I know universe, God, or existence, or energy, or however we call it, wants not only me, but all of us in this video to find our life purpose, to live from intuition, to be brave, and to achieve what we came here to achieve. That's my personal belief. It's Monday morning. It's a dark morning because it's already September, and I wish you a great start of the week, and we are in touch. Let me know what you think.